What's up, everybody? Trinity here. Welcome back to Second Street. Smash that like button and let's get right into today's video. It's the beginning of a new week, and you know that means New Comic Book Wednesday is right around the corner. And today I'm going to present you all with some of the comic books that I plan on taking home from the comic book shop this week. So let's go ahead and get right into it, starting off with Aftershock Comics. You guys know they're one of my favorite publishers out there. And guys, recently, I'm going to let you know right up front, I recently became an Aftershock Comics ambassador. I'm going to be going out into some local comic book shops here in the area where I live at, visiting them, spreading the good word about Aftershock Comics and kind of seeing what I can help with. So therefore, I'll probably have some early reviews coming up here on Mondays at the beginning of the week as well for some of the Aftershock books, as I'll be able to have access to read some of those and bring you guys some of those reviews. So it'll be a little bit less on my plate to have to do towards the end of the week. Hey, and that's a cool thing. But starting right off here, first we've got Nuclear Family, issue number 2, written by Stephanie Phillips. This is a series, I thought it was pretty good so far. Went ahead, I've already read this one. Pretty good series. Look for a review coming up on this series on the channel here very soon. Again, this is one I've kind of enjoyed this one so far, and here in issue number 2 I thought was another enjoyable read. Let me know if you've read Nuclear Family down in the comments below. The next one is another one of my favorites, and this is Zach Thompson's I Breathe the Body, issue number 3, and I am telling you, this is a great tech horror. I'm not really sure how else to put it, where we see they're kind of looking at a lot of things like, how would you say, like internet conglomerates, if you will, social media conglomerates, and kind of their culpability towards the people, the audience, and the people that they are, vying for their attention all the time. Very interesting story here, and this one is definitely some shocking kind of horror stuff. Definitely not a book that's for everybody, but this is one I have really enjoyed, and I'm into that kind of horror stuff, and especially the body horror stuff and everything that they're kind of doing in this one. It's pretty good. I like this one. Make sure you check this one out if you're really into that. And like I said, Aftershock Comics, I kind of got this expectation of they're really good at this horror kind of twist they put on a lot of their books. It's not in everything, but they, I know what to expect when I pick up an Aftershock book. But let me know down in the comments below if you've read I Breathe the Body and what you think about it. And if you're looking forward to issue number 3, down in the comments below. Moving on into Antarctic Press. This is Horror Comics, another horror comic. Horror Comics Black and White, issue number 2. Now, I actually have a copy of issue number 2 already. You can see right here. But what they're doing here is, like a couple of weeks ago, they released the Black and White issue number 1. So I haven't read any of these because issue number 1 just came out on the black and white. I didn't get the original color copy. So I went ahead and I picked up the black and white when it came out, and I seen they were coming out with these black and whites. So I'm like, hey, haven't read it yet. Let's do it. Let's get these black and whites and see how they are. And I guess after issue number 1, I'll know how they are compared to the originals. But anyway, let me know down in the comments below if you've read horror comics and if you're looking forward, if you've read these black and white ones, and if you've noticed the difference, if you've read any of them. Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. Now, moving on into another one of my favorite publishers, that's AWA Upshot. This week got 2 issues coming in from AWA Upshot. The first one is Man's World, issue number 3. This one has been a pretty good series so far, where you got this kind of group of friends who are going off to this far off planet for kind of a guy's vacation, if you will. To kind of, it's almost like Total Recall, but like with the whole group. But it's a little bit different because it's not simulated reality. Like they're actually traveling to another planet and everything. It's pretty crazy. I've thought these first few issues, the first couple issues, were pretty good. I'm looking forward to issue number 3 here to see where this series goes. Now, the next one we've got here is Bite Size, issue number 4 of 4. This is a kids book, definitely kids. Not YA, kids. Definitely for kids. It kind of reminds me of that movie, like Batteries Not Included, but almost like with like little, like with the little robots and everything. It kind of reminds me of that. And I don't know, very good story going on in this one. Again, it's for kids. I've been reading it. I like AWA Upshot, so I'm reading their books. I'm gonna be pulling all of them and reading them. I've got several of the okay, yeah, I'm missing a couple of the trade paperbacks of all the books they've put out so far, and I think I've actually pulled all the series except for 2 series so far that I didn't get the original floppies of. But hey, I might still go back and get those, but let me know if you are reading either of these 2 issues, Man's World or Bite Size from AWA Upshot, down in the comments below. Again, they put out some good books. I've really enjoyed everything they've put out since their, I guess you could say their inception when they launched the Axelverse last year at the very beginning of 2020. But let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. The next one we've got is on IDW Comics. This is Sea of Sorrows, issue number 4. I'm really looking forward to this one. I got in on this one, I think, on issue number 2. I just seen Rich, the writer, on a couple of live streams around, and I was like, hey, and I heard people talking about it. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and check it out, and I did. And it's kind of like, you got these sailors who are at sea, but they're kind of like trying to pull off a heist because there's this ship that's down on the ocean floor, but it's getting ready, like it's unstable, and once they once they go down there and start taking the treasure off, it could shift because of the weight and sink down even farther. So there's a lot at risk, but that's not the only thing going on here, because it's also a horror story, and we see that there is kind of a woman of the ocean here in this one as well. I've really enjoyed this series. Looking forward to issue number 4, and I believe this one's a 5-issue miniseries. I could be wrong, might be 6. I don't believe it's an ongoing, but let me know down in the comments below if you've read Sea of Sorrows and what you have thought about it so far. I thought it's been really good. So the next one we got here is on Floating World Comics. This is Night Hunters issue number 3. And guys, I'm not sure if you've read Night Hunters at all. Issue number 1 and issue number 2 I thought were absolutely great. The story going on here is really good. It's kind of futuristic, and like it's cyberpunk as well. And it's really telling the story about like government, and the city is class divided. And dude, I'm telling you, this book is so dang good. I think this book kind of got pushed back and delayed a little bit, but issue number 1 and 2 were so freaking great. And I'm telling you, if you can get out to your local comic book shop and have them order this in for you, and they can get it in if they don't have it, I'm telling you, this one is worth the read. And I know in the last video that I did for issue number 2, somebody was talking about it, and they're like, oh yeah, if you haven't read that, if you like that, you should read this other book that they did. And they're like, he was all excited, and like he got me excited. I'm like, dude, maybe I need to go ahead and check it out. And I'm probably going to check out this other book from Floating World Comics. I've seen that they solicited a new one. It doesn't seem like they're a very big publisher. And if they're really only putting out a couple of titles, they might be a publisher that maybe the titles they're putting out, they're obviously maybe selective of. Maybe it's just a couple of, a few people that are kind of friends, and they're kind of doing their own little thing. Who knows? I don't know. All I know is Night Hunters has been a very good series so far. Let me know down in the comments below if you've read Night Hunters and if you're looking forward to issue number 3. I'll tell you one thing, I'm looking forward to it. I'll tell you that much. I'm definitely looking forward to it. But moving on into Image Comics, this week we've got Crossover issue number 5. I believe this is the end of the story arc, and this is the end of what I'm going to be reading of this series. Believe me, no. I'm not a really big Donny Cates fan in the first place, but this book, I've kind of read it, and it seems like it's just kind of dragging me along, and it's not really exciting. It's just not my cup of tea. I wouldn't say that it's terrible, but again, I wouldn't say that it's great neither. I mean, but again, I'm not a big Donny Cates fan. But let me know down in the comments below, and I'll probably read this one. I think it's going to be the last one of this arc. If it goes to issue 6, I'll probably get that. So then I at least have that, and if I ever sell these or something, at least like, hey, I got volume 1 here. You want to buy these ones? I don't know. Maybe I'll give them away. Who knows? I don't know. Altogether, I haven't really been enjoying it, but I know some people have. Let me know what you've thought about Crossover down in the comments below. Now, the next one is another one I'm probably not going to be reading for very much longer. This is James Tynion IV's Department of Truth, issue number 7. This is, I believe, is this kicking off the new story arc, or was that issue number 6? Yeah, you know how that one was. Anyway, they've got a couple of covers here for this series as well. They usually have a couple of series on Department of Truth, a couple of different covers, some very cool stuff. This series, I'm probably only going to go, like I said, through the end of the second story arc, if that's issue 10 or 11 or 12, whatever. I'm only going to go that far. The story itself has been pretty cool. The first few issues were probably really the thick of it. And I don't know, like for me, it's all right. And James Tynion the fourth is actually a really good writer, and that's what I'm saying. Like you know, he's doing that other one. Something is killing the children also, right? And it's another one of those titles where I'm like, like I keep saying I want to stop pulling it, but then I keep pulling it because it just keeps, like, I feel like it's stringing me along, but then it keeps getting me too, you know, like it keeps reeling me in. But yeah, altogether, I don't know. Let me know what you think about Department of Truth, what you've thought of it so far. If you're looking forward to issue number 7, like I said, some people are enjoying it, some people aren't. I'm one of those people that's like, nah, I'm so on it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and let me know which one of these covers you're picking up. I'm sure they've got some other variant covers as well that I don't have images of here. Now, moving on into Source Point Press. There's one book here. I don't read a whole lot of Source Point Press books, but this one right here, written by Frank Gogol, that's this is the Dead End Kids, the Suburban Job. And this is issue number 3. This is the end of this series. They do these little 3-issue arcs. Well, that's what Frank Gogol has done with his book so far. Because Dead End Kids, the first series was only 3 issues. I know he did No Heroin, which came out. It was only 3 issues, and I actually got the trade paperback on that and read it. I didn't get those issues originally when they came out. And then this one right here, and I still got to get in issue number 1, so I'm still waiting on that to come in for my LCS. For whatever reason, it didn't come in, so you know it happens. So I still need to get issue number 1 of Dead End Kids Suburban Job. But let me know down in the comments below if you've read Dead End Kids, and if you've read Dead End Kids Suburban Job, and what you've thought about it down in the comments below. Because like I said, I haven't got a chance to read it yet, and I'm so looking forward to it. But like, I'm one of those people, especially on a 3-issue miniseries, I don't want to jump in at issue number 2 and start reading. That just seems like, you know, like I need to know what happened in issue number 1, right? It's really all the characters and the setup, especially in a 3-issue miniseries. But let me know down in the comments below. Now, that brings us to Vault Comics, another one of my favorite publishers out there, guys. You guys know I pull a lot of their books, a lot of their titles, and this one right here, we've got Witch Blood, issue number 1. This is a new series. I have actually read the first 2 issues of this series. One of the I believe is the editor-in-chief, Adrian Wassel, sent me these some PDFs to check out and review on these ones. And I'm not really big into like witches and vampires anyway, and if you are, this one might be for you. It seems it's about this witch. She's it seems kind of, she's obviously old. She's been around for a while, but she seems kind of angsty, kind of a teenager. She's not completely insufferable, just maybe a little bit silly and but things kind of get serious for her through the course of the first 2 issues. And you got like these motorcycle vampires that are after her because she's a witch, and they're vampires, and they want her witch blood. And I don't know. Honestly, it's been pretty, the first 2 issues I read were pretty decent, and it's not even like really my thing. The art in the book is actually pretty decent, but let me know down in the comments below if it's one that you're going to be checking out and reading. They've got this cover right here. They've got a couple of different variant covers as well that they're putting out. I think they have a couple of incentive covers that look exactly like this cover right here. And then there's one that's like a virgin variant for like 1 in 30. And I think there's like a 1 in 50 that's like probably got like, the glitter or something on it. But I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below if, you're going to check out Witch Blood. Like I said, I think it was decent. Just totally not my thing, because again, I'm not really into like the whole vampires and magic and witches and that kind of stuff. But I'm going to be picking up that Dazzler variant one. I think it was this one right here. I'm definitely going to be picking that one up. But you know, I pick up a lot of those kind of homage ones that they do. But anyway, moving on, the next one we've got is Shadow Service, issue number 6. This is the beginning of a new story arc. I have been reading this series. I've got all the issues here, been getting all those nice Rebecca Isaacs covers. I like the art that she does and just the covers she's been doing for this series. And I think there was one in particular, was it issue number 3 or issue number 4 that she did that was just sick. I really enjoyed it. And speaking of which, she was doing the art in another Vault comic, which was Money Shot. They're actually getting ready. They solicited it last month, or is it this month? They solicited a new arc of Money Shot getting ready to come out, volume 3, and she's not doing the art in it. I'm not sure why they got a new artist or whatnot, but you know, I'm gonna miss that art because I kind of like her style and the thing that she and the thing that she does here. Speaking of which, they do have the Rebecca Isaacs variant here on on Shadow Service. Did I say Secret Service? Shadow Service here as well. Pretty sure, I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below. Beat me up if I messed that up. But anyway, guys, that's all I've got for my comic book pull list this week, guys. Let me know down in the comments below what's on your comic book pull list and what of these books would you like me to do some more deep dive reviews on here on the channel. Like I said, please make sure that you subscribe and all that good stuff because I will have some upcoming reviews of I Breathe the Body issue number 3 as well as Witchblood issue number 1 and also Nuclear Family issue number 2. So make sure that you subscribe, make sure that you click the like button or dislike if you don't like this. That's just weird. I was just showing you what books I took home. But also make sure you get the bell notifications turned on so you get updates whenever, you know, I put those videos up. You guys know how this is done. Don't make me tell you how to do this. But while you're at it, make sure you share with a friend and invite them to come hang out with us here on the Second Street Mall. But you all have a good day, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.